What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Life, Love, Everything Above podcast. Today we got the lovely Melanie. I'm gonna have her introduce herself to y'all. Tell them about your platform and stuff. So if you want to.
Hi, I'm Melanie. So I'm just a Black woman who is on her spiritual journey, who's all about peace and healing, pretty much.
That's what's up. So, so how was your day today, Melanie?
My day was amazing. I meditated a little bit. How was your day?
My day was good. It was actually kind of long. I was supposed to go to work and then it didn't work out like it was supposed to. So
that's good.
So we can kind of get into these little questions if you want to.
Whatever you want to do.
All right, that's cool. So the first question I got is, what gets you like excited about life? Like what right now just makes you, you know what I'm saying, excited?
What makes me excited about life right now is the way my life is.
Really?
Because I have manifested, prayed, and put in the work to be where I'm currently at today, although it's not where I want to be at officially, but I'm on the right path, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like life is beautiful. I just wake up and express gratitude and just thank God all the time. Like, wow, I'm really here. Life is nice. I'm not angry. I'm not sad.
And like you said, yeah, you're not where you at, but I mean where you want to be at. But do you think we'll ever reach a place where we just completely satisfied with life and just we've like succeeded everything that we worked for? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I know what you're saying, and I believe the answer is yes. But it depends on the person, because to me, I'm a simple woman. Like I just like nature, and my life just revolved around me being happy. So long as I'm happy, surrounded by a lot of trees and animals, I'm okay with that. Whatever your definition of happiness is, I do believe we can reach it.
Okay. That's fire. So what so along your the way of your spiritual journey, what lessons have you learned like the hard way? Is there anything, you know what I'm saying?
People don't have the same heart as you, because I was definitely a people pleaser, and I would go out of my way to make sure everyone was good, but I wouldn't check in on myself. And there was a point in my spiritual journey where I lost everything, but I noticed that even the devil can give you gifts as well, because the devil was once an angel. So you have to be very careful with the gifts that you do receive on your path. But there was a time where I thought I had friends. They weren't my friends, actually, and they just left me. Yeah. And I was in a garage, and I said, you know what? I really sacrificed and gave these people everything, but they wouldn't even allow me to sleep on their couch or in their backyard. So I was just in the garage, and I said, you know what? Be careful. Spread your love, but have boundaries as well.
I feel that. That's a good thing. That's a good lesson. You gotta realize that not everybody is the same as you. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody has the same heart, the same mentality. A lot of people are so different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think that's a great lesson. You got anything else to, say about that, or just,
Do I have anything else to say about that? It taught me boundaries, because love has boundaries as well. Facts. It's okay to be a kind-hearted person, but don't do too much and don't drain yourself. And if people are constantly coming to you just to drain you, and then you have to really reevaluate who you are around, because even if you do put a bad apple in a batch full of good apples, all those apples are going to become rotten. So you have to be careful who has access to your energy. Have
Facts.
to.
Facts. But I've been on this timing where I'm just kind of putting myself out there more. I usually be like more reserved and not express my feelings as much, or not allow myself to be vulnerable. But I'm in a stage of life where I'm just putting that energy out there, and if it's not reciprocated, that's okay. At least I did the work. At least I put myself out there, and that's all I can do at the end of the day. That's real.
That is definitely real, and just know you do attract what you are.
Yeah, true. That's true.
So you're gonna have people.
That's true. That's true. I feel like sometimes you attract your darkest side, like your dark side. Like,
I mean, of course, because even moths, they like light.
mm-hmm.
If you are a light being, you're going to attract butterflies and you're going to attract the moths, but you have to learn how to use discernment, because not everyone that tries to enter your life is for you.
That's real.
Some people they just
some people just in your life for a lesson, like to teach you a lesson, and I kind of appreciate that. Like, some people are there to teach you. Like, I can't do that again but at the same time, we don't need to take those lessons and put those on the other people. Because, not everybody is the same. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you got to recognize, like you said, be able to have discernment and to tell who's for you or what's for you.
Of course. Definitely don't project your trauma and hurt onto other people, because there are people that genuinely love you and want to help you, and they're your soul tribe, but of course use discernment. You can tell. You will know.
Of course. And so what do you wish you spent more time doing, like 5 years ago or 4 years ago? Like,
loving myself.
Loving yourself?
Yeah, I wish I started this when I was younger. I started my journey when I was 22, 25.
Mm-hmm.
It helps a lot. Self-love, that's your power. Healing. Being able to be accountable and to really see the raw version of yourself, because there's a point where I did play victim and I thought, like, you know what, I can't do no wrong, but that's a lie. We're the villain in everyone's story, and we're not as right as we think we are, especially if you are operating on hurt, because hurt people, and sometimes we unintentionally just hurt people because of our hurt. But I really wish I started my journey sooner. I would have avoided a lot of heartbreaks. I would be in a different place now, but I'm grateful I am on this path. What about you?
I think I would agree. I think 5 years ago I was in a relationship. I wish I would have ended it when it was supposed to end, so I could like start loving myself quicker, like you said. Because at the time I was just focused on the person I was with. I wasn't really focusing on myself, and I was letting that person like continue to hurt me, and I didn't know my worth at the time. So, I wish I just ended it and just started my journey. But it's okay though. Like I was saying last night, I feel like everything happens what it's supposed to. Like I believe that for real. Like, but yeah, that's it for me for real. You just want to say something else?
No, I was gonna say the good thing is that we're on our journey. That's all that matters. Because some people
never learn.
And they start like when they're 50 or 30, or they never get to that point where they really start to heal, and it's sad.
It is.
But we're doing it.
It's hard. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's hard, but it'll be worth it at the end of the day. Like it's something you got to do, and I think it'll make us better people for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love that for us. So this is kind of like off the wall a little bit. Do you think crying is a sign of like strength or like weakness? How do you feel about that?
Crying?
Yeah.
It's a strength.
Yeah.
People view it as a weakness because they don't know how to be vulnerable. But vulnerability is a superpower to have. To be vulnerable,
True.
you're able to feel, you're able to relate, you're able to operate on love. You know, express yourself, cry, especially men. Men need to cry. Please.
We do.
Hi.
I'm not a big crier though. I wish I was more emotional than I am. I'm emotionally intelligent, but I just wish I could just have that raw emotion to just be able to cry. Sometimes.
Have you ever?
You said what?
Have you ever sat down with yourself in a dark room and just talk to yourself?
I kind of do that all the time, but like, well, I don't think I'm just like been in like a dark room. Maybe I need to do that.
I think you should. It helps a lot. You will break down shadow
Really?
work, all the things that triggered you. Let it out.
Yeah.
Let everything out.
Okay. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that. Cause sometimes I'll be close though. I'll be like, I don't know. It's just something. It's that internalized toxic masculinity that we've been taught. It should be like, stop.
It's not okay.
It's
And I
not.
feel for Black men on that because, like, you guys don't have the space to express yourself. And when you do, they label you as weak, but it's not. It's balance. You need to. Please cry. Please express your emotions. It's okay. Tap into that divine feminine side of you because it's a balance. Divine masculine, divine feminine, you know. Be vulnerable as a Black man as well.
Appreciate that. I'm trying to. I've been like on that journey, as far as being, you know, embracing the more feminine side and the masculine side, trying to combine them both. I've been on that journey for like a year, and it's a hard journey. It's hard for real, cause of what we've been taught growing up. Like, you gotta forget all that for real.
You do.
So, yeah, yeah, it's hard, but
Of course.
okay. So, what would you do differently if you knew nobody would judge you? Is there anything you would do differently, or do you just not care?
Well, what would I do differently if I knew no one would judge me?
If you want to answer that.
I feel like what I'm currently doing is just who I am.
Yeah.
Like, my platform, I receive a lot of backlash and hate all the damn time just by me existing and me expressing myself and me trying to help Black women. I wouldn't do anything differently. If you would have asked me that a couple of years ago, I would have told you I really wish I spoken up, but that's what I'm doing now. I really wish I had the ability to show up as myself without caring. And to be quite frank with you, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
It's like what it is. You either love me or you don't. Goodbye. I'm not for you, and that's fine. What about you?
I feel the same way. What I would do differently, honestly, I don't be caring. I kind of don't be caring about what people think now. So I don't think I'd do anything differently. I'm doing everything I want to do, especially now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of the same, like in the same boat. If you would have asked me a couple years ago, I definitely did not care what people think. I don't think I ever cared what people think. I like to be different anyway. Like, I love, like we was talking about, like, individuality. I love expressing my individuality. I'm not like, I don't think I'm like anyone else. So, and I like that. So that's it for me. That's it for
Not
me.
everyone can do that.
Right.
That's why people judge.
Right. It's not a lot
People
of.
judge.
That's why people judge, because they can't, like I said, they can't accept themselves, so they project on the other people. You feel me?
And they try to make it seem that you're the weird one. Like, I'm originally from New York City, and I'm very, very, very grateful that New York City did not accept me because I had to learn how to accept me and go where the love is. And I'm like, you know what? Life is amazing now. Thank you for bullying me, for telling me that I'm weird because I was expressing myself. Now I'm finally in a place where I get to be me freely and just thrive.
That's beautiful. I really love. Yeah. I love that for you. I love that for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So, what does joy look like for Melanie?
What does joy look like?
It's kind of like the first question, but yeah.
I feel like the answer is still the same as the first question.
Yeah.
Just being able to say, I love my life.
Mm-hmm.
I love the way things are going. Like, I like my job. I just like everything now compared to where I was 2 years ago. I was so sad and depressed, and I thought I was lost. But I learned that you're not lost at all. You're not. That's it. Joy is here. Joy exists now. I feel like when it comes to happiness, you have to find it. You can't wait for it to come to you. You have to create your little pockets of happiness, and it will just show up.
I agree.
You have to manifest it, put in the work for it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just sit down and just be like, where is it? Go out. The little things matter.
I agree. Okay. I like that. So, I think this is going good though. How you feeling? How you feeling about it so far?
How am I feeling? Yeah. I feel comfortable and nervous.
Comfortable and nervous at the same time. Are these questions good or are they like trash?
They're really good questions.
You said what?
They're great questions. They're beautiful questions.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So thank you. I got another one. If you had to teach something, maybe like a subject or just like a class on something, what would you teach? I feel like you would be a great teacher though. In general.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I think I would have to make up my own subject.
Yeah. So what would it be? What would that look like? What would that look like?
What would that look like?
I know this is off the top of the dome, but
no, it's fine. What would that look like? I would like to take kids from impoverished areas and have them travel the world. So I'm assuming it would be history and let them see the other side of life. Because life is beautiful. I would do something like that. That's something that I really want to do, actually. I just want to take like kids that grew up in poverty and like let them see light. Let them know like, hey, this can be your light, and just talk to them. I don't know what subject that would be.
I don't know. I think that'll be life. That's cool though, because a lot of kids don't get to see that. I didn't know about that. Really, I feel like if it wasn't kind of for the internet, that's why I kind of am thankful for the internet. I don't think I'd be as far along as I am today because I wouldn't have known. You know what I'm saying? A lot of kids, I don't know, they just don't know. And there's nobody, there's not a lot of people telling them, you know? There's not a lot of good role models, good people to look up to, where you know what I'm saying? So it'd be hard.
In our community, man, what do we see? What is normalized? That is not okay. And even if you did grow up in the hood, I don't know, like if you did, but I did.
I
didn't see anything positive. All I seen was drugs, baby mama, baby father, just babies having babies. And it's like, what is this?
Right.
Shooting? Like, no, life is beautiful. Life is peaceful. But I would like to show those kids the other side of life. Like to let kids from the hood know, like, yo, you can make it. Mm-hmm. You can make it. Your parents, I'm so sorry that they didn't put in the work, but you can put in the work.
Mm-hmm.
So, because your parents' story is not your story. Their job was to raise you and teach you, but of course they didn't put in the work.
Mm-hmm.
That's not your fault. That's not your burden to carry. But you can figure it out along the way. You will. Mm-hmm. You will. I would just travel with them. I would love to do.
That'd be amazing. That's something you could actually probably do. That's cool.
I plan on doing it. At
Plan on
least,
doing it?
yeah. I pray one day I meet a little Black girl on my path who reminds me of my younger self, and I just
Mhm.
take her under my wing. I pray I do that. I'll get to mentor her.
That'd be fire. A lot of people say, well, I've heard that, the person you are today will be like the mentor of your younger self or something like that, or like, you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
I
I think
believe
that's
that.
true.
Yeah.
I don't know about other people's path, but my path, particularly, I'm doing this for younger me because I needed me when I was younger. I didn't have anyone. Like when I ever feel like giving up, I think about 12-year-old me because this is her dream.
Mhm.
This is what she wanted this entire time. And people told her, no, you can't do this. You can't do that. You're just some little Black girl from the Bronx. How dare you dream so big?
Yeah.
Dream big.
That's fire. That's
Dream.
fire. And growing up, I never had really, I never had like no good role models for real. Or nobody to mentor me. I was always really like a loner. I always been like the black sheep, but like the cool black sheep, because I separate myself from everybody. I'm like, y'all doing all that. I'm doing something different. I'm trying to break the generational curses for real. And it's hard being the different one in the family, like, because people look at you weird. And it's like, nah, bro, I'm just not like y'all, and they'll never understand it.
Are you still in contact with your fam?
Yeah,
You
yeah, I
still
am.
talking to them?
Yeah, I do, but I'm not really that close to anybody in my family. I'm close to the people that I met along the way. I look at my best friend as like my only brother for real, like my only family. I was just telling her that the other day. I was like, bro, you like the closest thing to family that I got besides my mom and my auntie. And it's probably you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I believe in
It's
like,
beautiful.
you said what?
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I believe in like you could choose your family. Low key, I believe in that. Like,
That's true.
that's gonna make me emotional, but it's cool. So
It's okay.
it's cool.
I'm sending you a hug.
Thank you, I appreciate that. So it's kind of going off what we just talked about. Would you ever break the law for a loved one? I don't want to incriminate you, but would you?
Would I ever break the law for a loved one?
Yeah, interesting.
I'm not gonna answer that.
You're not gonna answer that? Yeah, don't answer that.
I'm not-
That's kind of incriminating. I probably
Exactly.
would.
You don't answer that question.
I'm just playing. I wouldn't really. I'm joking. All right, that's really all my questions. So let's talk about the fate thing we was talking about. I feel like that's so interesting.
Faith and change.
Yeah. So what did I ask? I said, do you believe in fate? Oh,
You asked me, yes, you did. You asked me, do I believe in faith? And I said, yes, I do. Because faith is essential to your journey. You have to have faith in order to prosper in life. I feel like faith is something, how do I explain that? Faith doesn't cause you, oh, damn, hold up.
it's okay. It's okay.
Faith, it makes you uncomfortable.
Hmm.
Doesn't cause you to be stagnant. Because with faith, you want better and you're going to do better and you believe in yourself so freaking much. I mean, look at the people that inspire us, even like artists these days. The only thing they had was faith. That's
True.
it. They believed in themselves so much. They talked about how they were homeless and how people would laugh at them, but who cares because of their belief system. They kept going. Faith is important.
I believe that too. So do you think we got our own free will in life, or do you think everything is planned out for us, or is there, you know what I'm saying, or do
I
we
know
have
exactly.
do we have choices, or does the things that we do affect our will? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? What do you think?
We definitely have free will.
Mm-hmm.
And I do believe, yes, there is a plan laid out for us, but because of free will, we can stop that plan. We can stop that plan.
Mm-hmm.
But I do believe, like, in order for you to become the person you're destined to be, that's where spirituality comes in, your healing journey. But free will, hey, it's either, is this what you want, or is this what you want? You have choices in life. It's up to you. And I do believe that the universe works in your favor 100%. You put it out there, put in the work, the universe, it does its thing. If I make sense.
That makes sense. I think we got free will to a certain extent. Like you said, I think there is a plan laid out for us, but I think some stuff that we do kind of affects it.
Of course.
But it's like kind of like manifestation. You can manifest something, but if you don't put the work in, it's not gonna happen. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't just manifest and just. Oh, you good? I'm sorry. You can't just manifest and then expect it to just come. It's like you manifest and you put the work in, then you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get what you manifested. That's how I feel. So what you about to say?
Sure. I was about to say you can also manifest bad.
Manifest bad? What you mean?
Cause manifestation is all about putting energy into something.
Mm-hmm.
Your tongue is powerful. The way you think, the way you show up in life is powerful. Not everyone thinks highly of themselves. There are some people, they are living in fear. So what they do, they just constantly manifest fear. And I feel like that's where like the free will comes in. Mm-hmm. Although their plan is for them to be successful and prosperous, they're scared.
That doubt is what's holding them back.
100%. That would 100% hold back. You can't have doubt, because when you doubt yourself, you doubt God.
Facts. That's where that faith. That's where faith comes in. It's all tied together for real.
Yes, but people, they're gonna make you seem like you're crazy when you have so much faith in yourself. Because people are laughing at you 100%,
mm-hmm.
but they don't have to see what you're doing. But they're going to start congratulating you when they see that you have reached so far in life. I have seen it time and time and time again. Exactly. These people, they laugh in your face and they congratulate you. And how did you do it? You watched me do it, but you was trying to bring me down. You projected onto me.
That's so real. That's so real. That's kind of like with my journey right now. People like, they looking down on what I'm doing. But at the end of the day, once I'm really successful with this podcast or whatever I want to do, I know they're gonna congratulate me, and I'm just waiting on it, and it's okay. And I'm gonna be super nice to them. I'm gonna be the kindest I can be. You know what I'm saying? I just can't wait for it. It's cool.
But that's the thing. Don't wait on them. Don't because you're not for them. You're not here to prove yourself to these people. It's like, okay, let them laugh at me. Whatever, I'll do me. I have learned when you are putting yourself out there, the people that know you in real life, they're not going to support you. It's going to be strangers. Strangers are the ones that really helped me and gave me the best advice and supported me. My friends, no.
Hey, that's so real. That's so real. I don't know.
Gravitate towards the love.
Sometimes I just don't understand people, but it's cool.
You're not supposed to understand them. They're not there for you to understand, because they don't even understand themselves. As long as you know yourself.
That's real. That's real. You got any questions for me or anything you?
Any questions for Drake?
Yeah.
Any questions for Drake? I'm home with my roommate.
That's okay.
You tell me you have been on your spiritual journey for 2 years.
Mm-hmm. Like two or three years. Going on.
I'm sorry.
Year. going on the third year. So
I apologize for the noise.
oh, it's okay. It's cool.
Um, how was the journey for you the first 2 years?
The first 2 years, I feel like it was kind of hard because I was kind of sad. Like I didn't know what was going on. I was just kind of like depressed, and I just had to learn. It was a lot of learning, and I was learning a lot of lessons. And I don't know, it was really hard. But once I started getting into my journey, I started understanding a lot more. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it. But it was a good journey. And I'm glad I went through it. I'm glad I went through the sad moments because that kind of taught me how to, taught me how to feel my feelings because I went a long time not feeling my feelings or just being kind of numb to stuff or just nonchalant. And it taught me how to be a better person and a better man. And I'm glad.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. That's really beautiful hearing that from a man.
Really?
Yeah, because a lot of guys, well, before I started my healing journey, because I do believe you attract what you are, I was attracting the most toxic, insecure, narcissistic men. But now that I'm a woman who is on this path, I'm attracting men like you. And it's beautiful to hear this journey and how you accept accountability.
Yeah. for sure.
Nice.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
I had another good question.
I hope I'm answering your questions right.
No, they're great. It's great. Like, I don't want it to be PC at all. I want your actual raw feelings. So, you're doing great. Have you you got any more questions? Or was that it? You said what?
Oh, I'm thinking.
Thinking.
Yeah.
You want to talk about getting into some love stuff because this is life, love, and everything above.
I love love. What's up?
What's up? You see yourself getting married anytime soon, or when do you want to get married, or if you believe in the construct of marriage?
Oh, marriage is definitely the goal for me. I would love to get married. Do I see myself getting married anytime soon? It depends. If I have met my husband, I don't know. I definitely plan on having children when I'm 30.
Yeah.
What about you, Dre?
Me, I don't know if I'll get married anytime soon, but I definitely would love to get married. Like I said, I love love too, so marriage is definitely the end goal. But I don't think I could put a time on it, which is fine. I'll just be going with the flow.
I'm sorry.
You said what? Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You didn't finish. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just saying I don't think you're supposed to put a time on it. You can chime in.
I was gonna piggyback off of that because I agree. I don't think you're supposed to put a time on anything, especially married. I'm seeing failed marriages as well, and I'm like, did you guys rush into this? Because marriage is something that you don't play with. You're supposed to be with a person for many years before you say, this is my person. I want to have a family. I want to raise my kids. You gotta see where their mentality is, how are they operating. Because we're gonna raise a family together. I don't want our kids to be traumatized, and I don't want to get divorced.
I don't either.
I want to say person. This is my person.
I believe in that saying to see a person in all 4 seasons. I feel like you got to do that. I feel like that's super important. Building that foundation is really important.
Yeah.
I don't know. what does a marriage look like for you?
What does a marriage look like for me?
Yeah, your ideal marriage.
I plan on living in another country and raising like spiritual children, hippie children. I see healthy black love. I'm praying that's what I get.
Yeah, you'll get that.
I'll get that.
For sure.
Thank you.
No problem.
Just simple.
Mm.
I want my kids to be able to run around and to not be glued to their phones.
Yeah.
I want to surround my kids with a community. I see just love, healthy.
Yeah. Just love, real love.
What is that?
What does it look like for me? I would say kind of the same thing. Just like healthy love, healthy kids. You know what I'm saying? What does it look like? I really don't know. Cause I don't really like have an idea. I just want it to be good, like whatever that means for us. You know what I'm saying? Or me and my wife. You know, I don't know. It's a hard question to answer. I don't know why I asked it. But yeah, so I kind of agree with what you were saying. I don't want my kids on like glued to their phones. I want them to be really like well traveled. I want them to have a lot of understanding of the world. You know what I mean? I want them to just understand.
Yeah, I want my kids to be able to be like come to me and see me as their well, because like my mom, she always tell me, I'm not your friend. I'm not your friend. So I wouldn't tell my mother anything or be afraid to tell her things.
Yeah.
I want my daughter to tell me everything and anything. You lost your virginity, tell me. I'm not gonna be mad at you. Of course, I'm gonna talk to you. And I'm going to like teach my kids right from wrong and let them know why something is wrong instead of telling them just not to do that. You have to explain things to your children. I will not traumatize my kids. Their trauma will come from me and my, yeah, I think about my kids a lot. I would love to be a mom one day.
How many kids do you want?
4.
4.
I want to adopt as well. The 4 in total. What about you?
I think I usually say 3. 3 for me. And I would be open to adopting. Like I was just literally talking about that. I would literally be open to adopting. So that's pretty cool.
Okay.
What other questions do I have about love? I don't know. You got any questions?
How do you know when you're in love with someone?
How do I know when I'm in love with somebody? Honestly, I really don't know. I don't believe I ever been in love for real. Like even
elaborate on that.
Even in my last relationship, I don't think I was truly in love because I don't know. I just never got that feeling of being. I loved her and I cared about her, and it was cool, but it wasn't really love. I don't think, and it was kind of like rushed. I felt like the whole thing was rushed.
Did you love the?
You said what?
Did you love the? How long? Before you get to that, how long have you two been together?
We was together for like 5 years. Yeah.
And you're 27.
Yeah.
Wow. And you never experienced love?
I don't think so. It wasn't real love.
So
you said what?
Tolerating each other?
I think we was going with emotions pretty much after like a year. And then it was just like, let's try to keep working this out, you feel me? I don't know. It was definitely a going with emotions for 5 years type of situation. It started going worse after like 3 years, and I guess 2 years we was riding it out, you feel me? I don't know. So
Mm,
I
I
get.
understand.
I think I'll just know though when I
You just
find
know.
that one. Yeah, and that was my first relationship though. So
Have you been in a relationship since then?
no, I haven't. I have
You're
not.
just like me.
Yeah. So that's been 3 years. So that's kind of like, you know, when I started my journey to figuring out myself. So I pretty much spent my whole adulthood in a relationship, which is crazy.
Wow.
Yes,
Uh,
that's
do
hard.
you
You said
do you
what?
believe you have from that relationship? Do you still miss her or
Nah, I
no?
mean, yeah, I believe I've healed. I've healed completely from that, and I really don't miss her. Not in a bad way, but it's just I don't. I'm over it. I love that for me because a lot of people, it's hard for them to get over their ex, and I understand, but I don't think I was. That's why I don't think I was truly in love, because you know.
Oh, that's interesting hearing from a man's perspective because like my first relationship, it lasted for I would say a year and a half. According to him, it was 2 years. I'm like, whatever.
Hmm.
But it's been 4 years since we broke up, but it took me the entire 4 years to get over him. And in the beginning, I watched him just move on. So I always wondered that, did you ever love me? Because I did love you, but I also learned that love is not
Mm-hmm.
painful. Because I do believe like men and how they handle things, especially breakups, is different from us. Like I was like so sad.
You were
I
sad.
couldn't and I couldn't do it.
The
I say no, I'm
thing is with me, I had my sad moments in a relationship, so I kind of say I was healing during, because I knew it was inevitable. I saw it coming, so I kind of started self healing already. If you get what
just
I'm saying.
I know exactly what you're saying. You're saying that although you guys were in a relationship for 5 years, you've been clocked out.
Not necessarily. Yeah, yeah. I can
Yeah,
say that. Yeah.
emotionally, yeah,
I'm gonna be honest.
emotionally,
Yeah, yeah. I was emotionally clocked out, but
that's
it's,
not okay.
it's not okay. It's not okay. So that's how I know I wasn't. I don't think I was in love. So I've never been in love at this point. But I don't know. I'd like to be. I like to see what that's really like.
Love is beautiful.
Yeah, I believe it.
You're gonna
You
you're
said
gonna
what?
meet your wife. That you're
Yeah,
gonna be in love with. Like
I believe that. I believe that. One day, one day.
one day, just keep putting out that energy.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I'll be great. We'll be great. Any other questions? I feel like this was great. You said what?
Huh?
Wait, what did I say?
Nothing.
I didn't say anything. But I feel like this was really good. You got any more questions? Anything else to say? This is it. I'm giving you the,
You know, you're giving me the floor.
giving you the floor.
I love love. You know, I love talking about love.
Hmm.
Mhm. Have you, which is, I sh- have you opened your heart back up, and are you also ready to date?
Yeah, I have. I'm very open to it. Um, and I do think I'm ready. I think I've become the best man that I could be at this point. Well, not the best man I could be. I could be better, but I've put the work in, and I know I'm ready emotionally, and yeah, I would
What
say
will you
so.
do different in
What
your next relationship?
would I do differently?
Mm.
Um, I don't know. I think I'll just be the best person I could be. That's all I don't know. That's a hard
Uh,
question, cause I just
Isn't it
think,
really?
yeah, cause I think I'll just be. I think I'm great. So What I do differently. I wasn't bad in my previous relationship though. I don't think I wasn't bad. I wasn't the, you know.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Because we're all the villain in someone's story. You know,
Yeah, that's true.
You can think that what you were doing was, you know, you were trying to be the best boyfriend that you can be, but she was probably hurting. It goes both ways. There's your side, her side, and what actually went down and how both people felt. Because what I have learned
You're right.
after I healed from my last relationship, because I will always say, like, you know what? It was his fault. This and that, third. We both hurt each other.
That's facts.
I did some things, he did some things. We just kept on hurting each other. And it took me like years for me to realize that, wow, I was also the bad guy too. So I had to take accountability. And there are some things I would do differently in my relationship versus how I used to be. So there's that.
I feel you. You're right. I did have some parts where I could have been better. I could have been more affectionate at times sometimes. That was a problem because I just probably wasn't in love, so I don't know. What would you have done differently? What would you do differently in your relationship?
What?
Like in your next relationship?
Communicate. My trauma response was when I'm sad and angry, I would just storm off and lock myself in a room and just cry and just be very, very, very emotional. Like he will have to like bust in the room and like really comfort me and let me know like, hey, I'm here. You don't have to do this alone. You don't have to do this by yourself. But I would tell him like, no, we would find you. So I really wish I did talk to him. I wish I communicated better. That was something that I really was terrible at. I think if I would have communicated better, and on top of that, I was insecure. So I would project that onto him as well.
Now that I think about it, I think I'm the same way. Well, I would like close myself off a lot. You know what I mean? So I kind of wish I would have communicated more. I do that too.
Communication.
Communication is key, for real.
We're in my room now.
You said what?
We're in my room now.
Okay. We could kind of probably wrap it up. I think that was great though. Do you want to wrap it up? What is you got anything?
Yeah.
You said what? Uh-huh. I said, do you have anything to? You have anything to add?
Do I have anything to add?
The floor is yours. Talk about what you want.
Huh?
I said, talk about what you want. The floor is yours at this point.
Aim high. Don't doubt yourself. Love is beautiful. Keep your heart open. This is your world. That's all I have to say.
That is real, though. That's real. But Melanie, I appreciate you doing this podcast. Well, we're gonna end it, y'all. I appreciate y'all for listening and watching. Peace out. All right, that was cool.